Hello, and welcome to Intuition Activation. I am super excited that you are here and that you are interested in activating your intuition. Intuition is an incredible skill to have and to cultivate. We all have intuition. Every single one of us has intuition. Some of us have just blocked out the ability to hear it, to feel it, to know it, to understand it. It's just something that's not really cultivated or seen as a profitable skill, or even a skill to have in today's world with um, corporate, and with bureaucracy and all of these different things that we live in our day-to-day life. It's just not seen as something that's essential. However, if you are here, you know how important it is to cultivate this beautiful connection to your innate bodily wisdom. And it's all inside, it's all within you. And it is such an amazing gift to really harness, because it can lead you to the most incredible discoveries about yourself and the most incredible journey of your life. Seriously, it is so incredible. So let's go ahead and get started. Oops. Here we go. All right. So, welcome. My name is Alea, and I am a certified life coach and spiritual life coach. And, I'm a copywriter. I'm like do all sorts of things. I'm also a meditation teacher and a Reiki master. And I do all things alchemy. Like, I love to learn. I love to learn. And in school, I didn't really think that I was really like a learner. Like, I didn't think that I could really do that kind of stuff. But after I, went on my journey of self-discovery and self-love and acceptance, I really, gathered a lot of different things, and I found out that I really love to learn. So I've been an online entrepreneur for the last 4 years, and I've helped dozens of people over the last couple of years to really step into their highest versions of themselves using these talents and tools for their transformation and answer their highest calling. I do a bunch of different things. I do alchemy, I do copywriting, I do graphics, I do all the things. Um, and I need to update this this slide, because what I really do is I help creators find meaning and also provide enduring value to the world through their visions and answering their highest calling, on top of all of this tech stuff here, the graphic design and the websites and all of those different things. Definitely balancing out the direct and subtle energies, or the masculine and feminine energies. Okay, so enough about me. Let's move on to intuition, the real reason why you're here, right? So I hope this isn't recording on here. I don't know why this thing is still here, but hopefully it goes away and you can't see it. Okay, so what is intuition? So, intuition is just like this knowing without actually knowing what you know. Intuition is a part of being psychic. So, yes, it is. It is a psychic ability. There's so much like demonization about being psychic, or just psychic in general. And I'm here to tell you it's not really what you think. Psychic and being in psychic abilities and stuff is really just another state of consciousness. There has been so many studies on human consciousness, especially with the FBI and the CIA and all of these different things, testing out what it really means to be psychic and have these altered states of consciousness and being aware outside of the body. And, there's just so many different things. So, yes, intuition is like your connection to God, source, your divine creativity, your divine knowing. And there are several different places within the body, these centers, these psychic centers within your body, that that you can really feel and resonate with. And intuition is more of like a feeling. It's a feeling. You usually intuition is something you feel in your gut. It's something you feel in your gut. So you have three brains. So you have your actual brain, which is all about logic and ego, right? And then you have your heart. And your heart is like your vocation, your heart light, the things that just your heartstrings, the things that melt your heart, the things that make your heart sing, that type of thing. And then you have your gut, and your gut just knows. It just knows things. So let's move on here. So why is it important? Why is it important to have this cultivation of your intuition? Well, when you cultivate your intuition and you really learn your clair senses and you really lean into your divine knowing, and you lean into the things that light you up, and you lean into your creativity, it boosts your creativity. It does all of these things on this board here. It creates inspiration, and it's a different kind of reasoning. It allows you to move past confusion and allows you to really hone in on your passions, and really gives you another sense of power, and it gives you a new perception and a new perspective on different things. And it's going to really help you find your purpose in life. So, this intuition is literally like your lifeline to source, to God, however you want, to say that, and whatever resonates with you. So, how do you strengthen your intuition? Well, really, it's about listening to those inner nudges. Sometimes we just block it off because we don't really want to listen or to hear what our intuition has to say, because it's going to make us do things that we're really uncomfortable with doing, like making some really big changes or taking a big leap of faith. But we really need to listen, because it will lead us to our just these things that are just completely unbeknownst to us. And it really is like this direct line to source. So listen to what those nudges are saying. And you don't have to do a giant leap of faith in order to really like activate your intuition. It can be little things, little tiny things here and there. So just listen to the next thing. Like, even if it's just like your intuition on what to eat, because there is a thing called intuitive eating. So just really listening to your inner body and what you need right now, right here, and take that first step. So instead of questioning, like, you've got this, like, you sit down and you're like, okay, what do I really need right now? And it says journaling, or you feel this nudge to go outside, and you're like, well, what the heck? Like, I've got this whole this whole day planned out. I've got to do all this work. Like, why am I just going to go outside and go for a walk? Take the first step and say, okay, I'm listening, and go for a walk. You never know what's going to happen on your walk. So, taking that first step is action. So, taking that action step and following through with this nudge. And this is why it's really important to work through the limiting belief systems that you have, because a lot of times a lot of people get confused between fear and intuition. Is it a fear response or is it my intuition? And working through your limiting beliefs is going to allow you to really strengthen your, not only strengthen your intuition, but also allow you to know the difference between what is fear resonating in your body and your intuition. Usually, the difference, the key difference between these two is the feeling of fear is restricting. It really feels restricting. The feeling of intuition feels expansive. It may be a little scary, but it feels expansive and it feels right. So, being able to work through your limiting belief systems is going to allow you to really make that discernment between the two. Other ways to strengthen your intuition would be obviously meditation. Meditation is incredible and extremely powerful in strengthening your intuition. In fact, last year, 2020, there was a declassified document, actually um, an entire project that was declassified, and it was Project Gateway. And basically they were, explaining from the government that they had been doing tests since like the 80s on meditation and how it allows you to basically like time travel and go through different dimensions and all of these different like wild things that, I mean, we kind of already knew, but they said it in this project. So meditation is really going to help you. So not only is it, and if you want to see it from, a non-spiritual side too, that's totally fine. And that's, that's totally cool too. Meditation has so many benefits, literally so many benefits. But the point of the meditation is to quiet your ego, to quiet your mind, to quiet the logic and allow other parts of your being to speak. Visualization is really going to help you with your intuition as well. If you can see it in your mind, you can materialize it into your reality. And some people are not able to do visualization, and that's totally fine. Visualization can also be using your senses. So, what does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? What does it, um, what's the overall senses of this, of this thing? And practice, practice. That's what a lot of spirituality is a practice. It's not like a one and done deal. Sometimes people are born with these, gifts heightened, and I think that kind of, pours in from past lives and if it's cultivated at childhood or not. But practice, and that's what's really going to really, cultivate and activate your intuition. Be sure to always ask yourself these things like, do is this a good decision or is this? Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I go, and should I do this or should I do that? And asking. This is why using oracle cards or tarot cards or any other form of divination is so incredibly powerful because it allows you to lean into your intuition. And that's when you listen. You listen to the nudges, you listen to your inner voice. You listen to the different things that are coming in through your clair senses, and you listen with your full body to what the actual message is. So, intuition resonates in your body. The mind is for thoughts, as the body is for emotions. Okay, emotions are energy in motion. So your intuition is something that is resonating, that's moving through the body. It's an emotion, it's a feeling. It's a feeling, intuition is. And that's why sometimes, like when our intuition pushes us to do things is not going to feel logical sometimes. It's going to be like something completely out there that you never even considered, and your mind is going to go red alert, red alert, red alert. This isn't logical. This isn't, it doesn't fit into this box. It doesn't do this, and then so your mind is for the thoughts. Okay. Your mind is for the thoughts, but your body is here to feel it. And that's what intuition is a feeling. So take for a moment here this little practice, okay? This practice moment here. And I'm going to be putting something in my left hand. And I want you just to sit here for a moment and tap into my energy and really, really just sink in to your comfortability. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. And just ask yourself, what is Alea holding in her hand? What is Alea holding in her hand? And just allow whatever thoughts, feelings, emotions, pictures, words, metaphors come to your mind. Just allow them to come. Do not judge yourself. Do not judge yourself. Just allow. Just allow whatever comes to mind to come to mind. It's something that fits in the palm of my hand. Just allow whatever to come. Is it small? Is it large? Is it round? Is it square? Is it sharp? Is it smooth? What colors are you getting? So allow yourself to just relax, drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw, soften your forehead, and just allow your consciousness to float on over here and see what I'm holding in my hand. Don't force it. Do not force it. Have fun with it. Use your imagination and your creativity. Allow it to paint a picture in your mind. Or maybe you can feel what I have in my hand through your own body. Okay, I'm going to stop the share just for a moment here. Actually, I'm going to turn my video back on, and I'm going to show you what I'm holding in my hand. I am holding a beautiful quartz crystal with a lot of sharp little edges. Super sparkly, fits right in the palm of my hand, kind of pokey a little bit as I'm holding it right here. So if you could feel the sharp edges, or if you could see something sparkly, or if you could feel me holding it and that it felt kind of, sharp, or if you, heard the word clear, or if you saw something clear, or if you, resonated with quartz or anything, or a rock or a stone, or um, anything of that nature. There you go. And if you didn't, totally fine. Totally fine. Because you know what else I have here? I have this on my desk. I have this on my desk. I have this on my desk. This is a tree agate. I have this on my desk. So you may have picked up one of those rocks as well. I also, on the side here, I have cards, which don't really fit in the palm of my hand, but those other crystals and gemstones could have definitely fit in my hand. So you may have picked up on that. And I also have this next to my desk too. It is a little fortune that says, traveling to the West will bring you great rewards. So you may have sensed other things in the environment as well. And even if you didn't, totally, totally fine. Nothing's wrong with you if you didn't. Nothing is wrong with you. This is just a practice to see where you are at and what nudges you are getting, what things really resonated for you, because every single one of us has a different frequency. We have a different recipe for our clear senses and how we receive messages and metaphors, because that's the way spirituality works, and that's the way intuition works, is it meets us where we are at and what's going to make sense for us. So this is just practice. So I'm going to stop my video and we're going to continue on here. Okay. So think about, where in your body did you feel, where you felt different things, where you felt what was happening, and really where in your body things were resonating. And this is I actually forgot about this slide. So this is actually really good. This is what we're going to practice next. So just think about what you were seeing, what you were hearing, what you were feeling, um did you get any images? Did you get a sense of smell? Did you hear anything from your guides? Did you hear anything from yourself? What did you experience within your body? What did you experience within your body when you were trying to figure out what was in my hand? So now that you kind of like understand that and you're feeling that, right? And building your intuition is really about practice and really doing the work. Because if you don't do that, it won't ever really develop. So it's a constant practice that you got to do every single day. So we're going to do another practice which relates to this slide here. So this will give you another opportunity to feel within your body. So go ahead and get relaxed just like you did before, and just relax. Close your eyes, drop your shoulders, soften your face, soften your forehead. Take a couple deep breaths into the belly through the nose, and exhale. Inhale, hold 1, 2, and exhale. Inhale into the belly, Hold 1, 2, and exhale. Relaxing, relaxing, feeling centered, feeling grounded. Now you're going to ask your intuition, what does a no feel like in your body? What does a no feel like in your body? What does a no feel like in your body? Make note of that. All the sensations, all the feelings. Now ask your intuition, what does a yes feel like? What does a yes feel like in your body? What does a yes feel like in your body? Make note of that. All right, take a deep breath. You may open your eyes. And really, if you have a journal near you, perfect. If not, that's fine. Make mental note of it. Where in your body did you feel a no? And where in your body did you feel a yes? How did those two things differ? Usually your intuition is not going to give you a no. Your intuition is usually going to give you a yes. But sometimes, like your gut feeling, like, oh, I shouldn't go down that alley, or I shouldn't get on this plane, or I shouldn't, make this right turn. That's sometimes, your intuition and your gut reaction and your gut instinct, right? So that's very important to know as well. And the feeling of yes, the feeling of expansion, the feeling of like, yes, I need to do this. Yes, I need to go this way. Yes, this is the right choice. Making note of that, of how that really resonates and feels for you, specifically for you. So, thank you so much for joining me in this experience and joining me with, the activation of your intuition. And really, what it's all about is about that practice and about really listening to it and taking that action on your intuition and making the steps to really put your intuition into action. And you can really do that with one of my courses. It's actually not really a course, it's a journal that has all these journal prompts. And I'm going to stop sharing so you can see my face. So it's a journal that has all the psychic centers. It has an activating meditation along with a video about spirit guides, and also there is a bunch of other meditations in there as well, and so many different journal prompts. And this is really going to help you to cultivate your intuition and get you on the right track to really activating that beautiful intuition of yours and really getting into the practice of leaning into that as an integral part of your development in your subtle energy and allowing you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment and allowing yourself to step into your highest calling and working in co-creation with spirit and with source. And that's why intuition is so important, especially nowadays, to really get in that beautiful essence and having a spiritual practice. Even if your spiritual practice, if you don't want to talk to your guides, or if you don't want to do divination, or if you don't want to do the woo woo stuff, intuition is a spiritual practice. Dancing is a spiritual practice. Journaling is a spiritual practice. Art is a spiritual practice. Writing is a spiritual practice. And your intuition can lead you to those things and allow you to live in alignment in your life. Alignment is, when your mind and your heart and your gut are in alignment to your highest calling. And this will allow you to open up fully and to really practice and cultivate and activate your intuition. So take a moment to check that out. It's called the Psychic Centers, and it's really going to lay it all out for you, what those psychic centers are, where they can be located, the different meditations, the different clair senses, and all of that stuff. So it's amazing. Go ahead and check it out. And thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you so much for the practice. You are doing amazing. And just keep practicing. Keep practicing. There are so many other ways to practice your intuition. And if you just allow yourself to lean into those nudges daily, you will find yourself in a different reality, not too far off. So, thank you again. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I am sending you the best healing vibes and, the best everything. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.